Slavs appeared in the 11th or 12th century, when the Russian state had basically broken up into separate principalities. That's when the Slavs appeared in your territories. And at that time, Baltic tribes and Finno-Ugric tribes lived in your territories. I'll finish, but you don't know a thing about this, because it's not written about in your textbooks. You describe the history of Rus in several sections, including the history of Ukraine as part of your own history. The result
The problem is,
is the war between Russia and Ukraine.
yes, but that's not the result.
It is the result of this.
No one is going to rewrite all of history just for the sake of a piece of land, just for Ukraine. It's just like the fact is that the people who later founded Moscow, Novgorod, and all those other cities that are now Russian cities, well, they were founded by people who lived in Kiev. So,
Look, Novgorod wasn't founded. Okay, I get what you're saying.
but the fact remains, people like this needs to be included in history, because they were there,
Novgorod was not founded by people from Kiev. Novgorod was founded by local tribes, by locals.
You didn't understand what I meant.
Young man, Novgorod was an independent state, sir, the Great Novgorod Republic, until 1471. It became part of the Moscow Principality only after the Battle of Shilon in 1471. Before that, it had nothing to do with your territory. It did not. You conquered this territory, and now it is yours. But you don't write about that. You describe Novgorod as originally Russian lands, even though there weren't even any Russians there.
Are you saying this based on your own words right now? Or can you actually cite some real textbook?
Open any reference book. Look up the Battle of the Shilon River, 1471. Check what the relationship was between the Moscow Principality and, the Novgorod Republic. And you'll understand how and when Novgorod became part of what is now Russia, what you call Russia.
Can I ask a more relevant question, one that Russian patriots really like, so to speak? So how do people in Ukraine feel about the Banderites? And what exactly was the UPA? What's your opinion, for example,